All right, guys, welcome all. Thank you for coming and supporting the Tech for Good. My name is Mark Horoszowski. I'm one of the founders at Moving Worlds. We help people like you with skills find the best place around the world to donate your expertise. We like to call that our global experteering network. As we got started, really just in this past year, we've been connecting people to amazing, inspiring social impact organizations around the world to donate their expertise, oftentimes in exchange for free accommodations, like this one, Nicole, who I just heard of the other day, who's living in Brazil. Accommodations covered, the social enterprise has actually covered her living expenses as she helps them expand internationally. And in fact, the story that kind of got me here, that got Moving Worlds here, was 3 years ago, I left this community and an amazing marketing company that I was helping run to go travel and volunteer my own skills around the world. And as I did that, and as I've been doing Moving Worlds, I've learned a lot of things. And last night, as I was struggling to what can I possibly talk to a community that's a million times smarter than me collectively? But I figured maybe in what I was learning, there would be a lesson if I could just figure out why you guys come here. And this is where I get stuck in my presentation last night. Why do you come here? And I know red and green are awesome and the beer is delicious, although it's only half empty. But what I decided is that you come here, whether it's because as an individual or as a small collective team, you believe that you can start something that matters. That you can use your talents and your expertise to solve real problems or create services that are helping patients in countries around the world. And I think that's why we do startups. And so I thought, these are the organizations that I support, and maybe I would have some insight to help you start something that matters should you need that push. And so I collected, I brainstormed and whiteboard all these rules for startups, and then I started consolidating, and I figured there was one rule and one thing of insight that I have for all of you. It's if you want to help, if you want to start something, shut up and listen. And the reason why is because if you want to understand what people need, the only way you'll know is if you listen to them. And you've heard this song before. Lean Startup, Human-Centered Design, it's the exact same principle. But what happens is sometimes we get so excited with our own ideas, we forget to listen to it. This is a soccer ball. It's a cool invention. You kick it for a couple hours, you power a light for 3 hours. The idea is if you live off the grid, it's a great way to provide reading materials. Except who can afford a $99 soccer ball when you make $1.50 per day? If entrepreneurs and startup founders and big business professionals want to change the world, we have to go and listen. So when I set out to understand how I might use what little intelligence I have up here to help make an impact, I turned to the World Economic Forum and their report that says, behind access to capital, access to expertise, to your talents, are the leading barrier to progress. And in fact, in India and Brazil, it is the leading barrier to progress. And so today, I'm thrilled to announce the launch of Moving Worlds Beta. It's a website, yes! Moving Worlds Beta, who, Gilad, can you stand up for a second? You guys want to know one of the hottest, most awesomest JavaScript developers in town? It's that man who built this thing under budget and unrestrained. But this is a platform where you can find the best place to donate your expertise around the world. Whether it's 2 weeks, is Liz in the house? Is Liz Busey here? Liz, it's wonderful to meet you in person. We've talked, we connected to Liz to a startup accelerator in the Middle East, in Palestine, and she spent 2 weeks there supporting tech startups. So if you want to talk about what it's like to go be an amazing person and donate your skills overseas, Liz, you're awesome. Thank you for letting me share your story. Once you join the Moving Worlds community, we just recommend cool, inspiring organizations where you can donate your expertise. And then you get connected. We help provide training and resources and other utilities to help you on your way. But the idea is, if you can just find the organization that needs your expertise, they will host you and provide a life-changing experience if you let them. But I want to come back to that World Economic Forum quote. As we all go out, if we use some of our vacations or sabbaticals or retirement to spend some time to donate our expertise locally or overseas, we're going to move the needle. We're going to make an impact. But in the spirit of my own advice of shutting up and listening, what I think is that corporations have a lot to benefit from donating some of their human capital by way of letting people go and donate their expertise as part of leadership development programs. And if that sounds interesting to you, I would love to talk to you. I hope that you guys will understand that the greatest asset you have is right between your ears. And if you use your capacity, I promise you, you will change the world, and the world will change you. Thank you.